It's basically a summer tradition at this point that Sol de Janeiro is gonna come out with some summer sprays, and I have them here. I haven't smelled them yet, so I'm excited to smell them with you guys, let you know my thoughts. I'm no stranger to the Sol de Janeiro mist. I have quite a few from the permanent line, and I also have a few from past limited edition launches. I believe these 3 were from last summer. I'm not sure when After Hours came out. I think this might have just been like a one-off. And then I have Tropical Nights and also Rio Radiance, which used to be tan lines from this collection. So lots of limited edition stuff, and as much as I'm excited about these, I'm curious more than anything if one of them is gonna be like a favorite or not. So we're just gonna get into it. And yes, I'm gonna be spraying them on my perfume stick. So we're gonna do Beijos de Sol first, the green one. I like this. Okay, I'm already getting excited. This has notes of peach skin, coconut milk, and frangipani petals. I would say it kind of goes in a sunscreeny direction, but it's fruity and light and really good. I'm really pleasantly surprised. I don't know why. As much as I was excited, you guys know I've been like hyped and excited for these fragrances for a while. The fact that none of them were really boasting any vanilla, and a lot of the past ones at least had one that was like vanilla, I was getting scared, but this one's milky and coconutty, and let's spray some on. Let's see how it really smells on the skin. If you don't know, these retail for $24. They're in the 3.4 ounces, I believe. I'm sorry, 3 ounces, 90 mil. Okay, on my skin, I feel like the coconut's coming out more than anything in here, and it definitely has that kind of like creamy, milky quality to it. I almost get something a little bit toasted as well, but I don't get anything overly floral, which I really appreciate. So I'm gonna let this sit. Let's move on to the next one. Let's do Carioca Crush. This is the one that got leaked. I was really excited for this. I thought for some reason this was gonna be just like a random one that came out, but it was a part of the summer collection. We'll do paper first. Oh, juicy. Okay, this has crisp pear, pink violet, and white cedarwood. Definitely can smell that juicy pear in here. The pear in here almost smells like apple to me. Like I'm getting an apple vibe from it for sure. Oh, okay. It's drying down, and for some reason, to my nose, again, it says white cedarwood, pink violet. I'm almost getting something like jasmine to me, like almost slightly indolic jasmine. Which is a little shocking. That bright pear from the opening is like gone, like immediately gone, and there's still a lingering sweetness, and also again something I think floral, but it comes across the tiniest bit a little stinky, but it's not a deal breaker entirely, but I do find it a little bit more, I don't know, adventurous to me. I don't know. Let me know if you get that kind of stinkiness from this in the dry down. I don't know if it's a cedarwood, but I tend to love a woody note. I love a unisex fragrance, so you know, I'm not scared of something heavy woods, but to me this is more like the way I sometimes experience jasmine when I don't like it. It's still kind of light though. Overall, the spray itself is pretty light, so interesting. It was a wild roller coaster on that one. Okay, Summer Amor. I don't like this one, or at least I don't think so. Okay, this is Orange Flower, Creamy Almond, and Sun-Kissed Woods. I don't know, there's something about this. The initial spray of this had something I'm like, it's animalic, it's stinky slutty, but there was something kind of initially a little sour. I'm getting a bit of the almond, and almond can be hit or miss for me. Sometimes I like it when it's with other things, it's paired with vanillas, you know, like it's maybe not the star of the show, but I would say overall, I'm not always going for like a super heavy almond scent because I can get cherry a lot from it, or it can go really powdery for me. And this one's just odd. Am I spraying it on my, this is the worst one, what am I doing? Why? I mean, I guess I get almost like an almond cookie that's like lightly sweetened. It's not overly sweet. And I'm sure it's the orange flower that's in here that's adding a bit of a floral. I don't know. Not my personal favorite, but I also am not necessarily into like the Dior perfumes that are very almond based. I think it's the Hypnotic ones. Those aren't really for me. And I'd love to know if you love those and you've smelled this. Do you find them similar? How are you feeling about this almond one? Okay, how do I feel? Going back, the first one, the green one, I find pretty showery. It's nice. I think it might be my favorite one. This Carioca Crush definitely has an interesting dry down. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Baccarat or a similar type of DNA, but then again, that jasmine-y kind of smell, that more animalic smell to me comes through. It's like a woodier version of the pink one to me anyway, once that pear dries down and goes away. And then this last one is, again, very almond heavy. I definitely pick up on the almond and some other notes, but not necessarily my favorite. I could see a lot of other people enjoying this fragrance for sure though. So, okay, I know this is first impression, so take that for what you will. Maybe one of these will grow on me in a good way or a bad way as I continue to use them, but so far there's not one that I'm like, you gotta get it. Oh my gosh, I'm in love, I'm obsessed. I just feel like they're fun for summer. If they're for you, they're for you. As a bit of a collector myself, I'm not necessarily mad to have them because these do tend to sell out every summer, but I will say maybe one of the less exciting summers we've had. Last year when these came out, my favorite one was for sure When in Rio. The other two were just okay to me. Actually, I didn't really like the blue one, Do Not Disturb. When in Rio had like vanilla in it, and that was definitely my favorite, and I just had that as like the one I liked. And then from the line before that, I really only picked up one. This is the one I liked the most, and this is probably my favorite one of the limited editions that have come out. This one is Tropical Nights, and it's creamy tonka bean and vanilla absolute. I think it's like a sexy, fun vanilla. So I'm a little sad that I don't have something that I absolutely love from this new collection. I really think they have some amazing fragrances in their main line. I absolutely love the 59 scent. This is the newest in the permanent range. Absolutely love this one. I think it smells so, so good. Number 68 is a fave. I've gone through one of the smaller bottles of it and had to repurchase the bigger size. And kind of similarly, I've had the Cheirosa 62, which is their pistachio and caramel scent. They're like crowd favorite scent. They're original scent, if you will. And I've gone through a small one of these, I've gone through a mini of these, and I have the full size. So when it comes to my nose and my favorites, these are definitely great. And I don't think if you're not interested in getting these limited edition ones, I don't think you're missing out. I think they have some great ones in the main line, but I want to hear from you. Did you pick up any of these new ones? Which one's your favorite? How are you feeling about them? For some reason, these just feel in some ways a little lighter in the smell than I expected, but also, I don't know, a little more basic maybe, or a little forgettable. Like I wish they had some really standout notes or something that really differentiated them from each other. They don't smell similar, but I just mean that there isn't anything that really catches my attention or really goes, oh, that's something different. And I wish that happened. I think there was an opportunity for that. So that's my quick review. I definitely want to know what you guys think about these though. Are you loving them? Which one's your favorite? How would you rank them? Do you agree with some of my first impressions or not? I'll keep you updated if anything changes on these. I know this was a quick one, but I wanted to get my thoughts up for you guys in case you were wondering, because like I said, they do tend to sell out, but I don't know if these are necessarily, again, maybe try to smell them in store if you can. They might not be must-haves if you're not like a big collector. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.